Mr. Sam Dehne.
Sam Dehne, the semanticistically syncopated encyclopedia of Reno government. I just happen to be I'm an Air Force Academy graduate, spent many years flying fighters and bombers, defending our nation. I've been to every city council meeting, -3 since 1994. I've been to more city council meetings than all those folks up there that Eddie Lorton loves so much. I've been to more meetings than they have. I know more than all of them added together. I just happened to be in the area and thought I'd stop by and remind you, as an Air Force Academy graduate, a man who spent many years in the military doing stuff that none of you have ever done, defending our nation, and that's not a slap at you, but I'm telling you right now, maybe one of the two of you have been in the military. My point being, I'm down here to remind you to follow my directive as a citizen, as a military retiree, a man who flew B-52 bombers and F-4 Phantoms defending our nation. I'm here to remind you to follow my directive and hire Jason Soto as the permanent chief of police. Do not waste $100,000. Eddie Lorton's excited about $100,000. Do not waste $100,000 on a search across the nation and all that kind of stuff. Follow my... I was the man. I was the driving force for getting Steve Pitts hired as the chief of police, and he did a phenomenal job. I have not vetted this man that much, but my smell detectors tell me that he's going to be a good man, so make him the permanent chief. Do not go other directions. As long as I'm here, I may as well talk about my favorite subject. My favorite subject. Anybody want to guess what it is? I know Eddie knows what it is. Sam Dehne. Sam Dehne is the driving force for 92% of the good things in Reno, starting with the saving of Burning Man when the bureaucrats wanted to shut it down, all the way to using his mystical magic to bring Tesla to Reno. If you want to argue about that, call Colonel Kazmierski, the head of EDAWN. He knows that I was instrumental and a driving force to bring Tesla to Reno. Now we got this big deal going on about just as an example of what I've done through the history that none of you even know about because you weren't here then, this big brouhaha about the baseball stadium. So, and by the way, I supported Eddie Lorton's efforts to get that thing, at least to drive them to the table and get something done. But let's put it in perspective. The government's propaganda machine, otherwise known as the Reno Gazette media mouses, they would have you think that that's a big deal. They forgot that 5 years ago when this was all going down, I came to these podiums more than anybody, telling the folks, do not blow up a perfectly good $30 million fire station. They did it anyway. The media forgot to report that. If you hadn't done that, this fire station would still be there. They could have worked around it. But now we're stepping on little peeants, worried about $100,000 here, $100,000 there. It's good that it's done. At any rate, that's about all I have to say right now.
Thank you, Mr. Dehne.